Hey everyone, it's Dustin the Fandom Traveler. I am back in jolly old London, and I like to stay down where all the action is, and that means I'm staying down in Piccadilly Circus, Leicester Square. Why is that? Well, it used to be that Leicester Square was the nightclub home for things in London, but it quickly after 2013 became the entertainment hub, and there's lots and lots to see and do here. So I wanted to walk you around and show you some of the really cool stuff. A lot of people ask me why I choose to stay here when there's so many amazing places to stay throughout the entire city, and this view is one of them. I have a decent status with the folks at IHG, and I end up getting a balcony sometimes that I can kind of take a look down on. Now, when you come into Leicester Square, there's a lot of really awesome architecture here and some really cool fandom experiences to be had. Here is the flagship Lego store in Leicester Square, and this place you can see often has a line. Right now, there's not so much of a line. Maybe I should go in there and show you guys around just a little bit. Now, this place is amazing. They will have all kinds of things, including certain exclusives here. This is the Minas Tirith exclusive from the new Lord of the Rings collection, which you can see is pretty cool. It even has the little white tree if you're a Tolkien nerd like I am. They also have a lot of other exhibits that are worth taking a look at, like this great big beautiful awesome tree. And then of course we've got a car that is a great photo op for people to jump into. I actually really like this minifig. It's more like a mega fig if you think about it, but this is in the style of Luke Skywalker's X-Wing uniform. But they've also got this cool smart play, and you can see that the bricks here actually will light up, and they play sound effects. That's pretty cool. That's really neat. There's all kinds of stuff here. So this is what the James Bond car looks like on the other side. They have a palace guard and a Bobby over there. And you can see the store is obviously clearly super busy, but I will take you around here and show you this massive Big Ben over here. Look at this. Get the up close. It's all built with Lego. And it works. I can tell it's the actual time. Got a little bit of a Sherlock Holmes over here in the window. You can see some robot dinosaurs all the way at the top. But of course, because we're in England, they have a Gringotts Bank here. And you can see there's a really cool setup here where you can go in and pick up the key, but if and only if you're Harry Potter. Very neat. And just across the street from the Lego shop is the London M&M store. We'll hop in here and give you a brief look of what's going on in this spot. So of course they have plenty of neat and unique things here as well. Probably the most iconic is this replication of Abbey Road, which is not that far from here. And you can see it's in Westminster. And we've got, of course, all of the M&Ms here as they walk through the crosswalk, just like the Beatles. And there are a number of kind of fun exclusives here if you're really down for it, which include London-specific merch like this. This is probably maybe one of my favorites right here. This shirt that shows them crossing, that's actually the Abbey Road in the back. And if you want to see what Abbey Road looks like, you can watch our video that we did a little while back on one of my previous trips here. So there's lots of London-specific stuff that you can kind of check out. The place smells like chocolate in almost a sickening degree. But similar to the Lego store, there's many floors here. So we won't walk through everything, just to give you kind of a taste of what you can see here. Now, they also have a downstairs as well, and you can see that each one of these landings has its own little place with its own things. And they've got a little telephone box there where you can get a cool photo op with a couple of M&Ms. And they also let you do your own personalized M&Ms as well, that they will have the Union Jack, or they'll have a photo of it, so you can have something that's like really unique to your visit here in London on the part of M&Ms. Now during the summer, it's really common for people to be out on the streets here, and so there's also a really beautiful park inside. Now one of the things that I love about Leicester Square is that it's kind of like the epicenter of entertainment in London, and so this is the area primarily where they will actually hold most of the London film premieres will be held here, and then either people will go into the IMAX or they'll go into one of these other buildings. The granddaddy of all of the cinemas here is the Odeon, and we're going to walk around and see that. But before we do, as we'll take our way around the park, they have a number of these really lovely and beautiful statues for different movie buffs, and you can see there's Harry Potter on his broom. A lot of people come around to get selfies with these different characters, and there's a bunch of them. In fact, if we go all the way around, we can go all the way around the outside of the park, and we'll see a bunch of different ones. Of course, Harry Potter's right there, dead center, because he's quite popular as a character still yet. And they're not all in the easiest place to spot, as you will see in just a second. Now, this amazing building right here is the IMAX screen that's right here in Leicester Square. You can see the Cineworld. It's the super screen, and this actually was just yesterday the home of the Supergirl premiere. So Jason Momoa was here, and they basically did the fan event inside the theater here for fans, and we caught them leaving. Actually, Jason Momoa drove this really cool coupe out of the little alley around the back, and I'm gonna hopefully overlay that right here so you can see another major thing that you see a lot of here in Leicester Square are also casinos. And so this is not Vegas, but these are legal casinos. I haven't actually gone into play, but I do know that they offer slots and poker and other games. But there are casinos everywhere here, and you'll see people going in and out of them all times of the day. A lot more of them also in Chinatown, which I think we will take you to in another video. You see this Odeon Theater. This is actually a very, very famous theater. It's been modernized now, but this place was actually opened in the 1930s. And they have a huge pipe organ that used to be played behind the silent movies. But here's what I want to draw your attention to. That's right, one of the statues right there. It's the Dark Knight detective. He's there standing guard over the entirety of the park. This is what it looks like inside, so you can see a lot of people out enjoying the nice warm weather. We'll come back to that statue in the middle in just a little bit, but it's a really, really nice space. If I remember my history correctly, this used to be a big old hayfield. It's only been since the 2013s that they've really consolidated this to be the center of entertainment. Before that, it was mostly nightclubs, and you can see that very easily. All kinds of stuff here. You got a nice Jollibees. Now, this Odeon Luxe is really cool, and you can see it even says on the sign here, home of premieres. They're showing everything right now. They're showing Disclosure Day, which is Steven Spielberg's new movie. I am actually thinking about going to see that. We're also very, very close to London's West End, which is where all the theaters are, and that is quite a bit of fun as well. Now off that way is a bunch of restaurants and whatnot, but what we're here to see is this way. And the sun's kind of right behind these guys, but up here on the top of this station is Laurel and Hardy, who obviously were really important to the early days of cinema. Great comedians, and it's nice to see them recognized here in a fairly unique way, kind of up there off balance. Seems like them. Now this is a theater booth, and they're telling us that Liza and Liberace are going to be there. This is like basically the TKTS of London. It's called londontheatre.com, so if you want tickets, you can come here and you can get seats. I actually got some tickets to see Book of Mormon tonight, so I'll be going to that a little later on. But nice to be able to have easy access to something like that. If you don't know what TKTS is, it's basically a ticket reseller throughout for Broadway. Okay, now this is another interesting statue here. This is Daniel Kaluuya from Get Out, kind of falling over backwards. I wonder if that's comfortable. Like if you could actually lay back like that and sleep, would that actually be comfortable? Now, there's an All Bar One here, but there's also a huge McDonald's here as well on the left. Wherever you go, you can't get away from the major corpo brands. Over here on the right, we've got Fred Astaire from Singing in the Rain. He looks pretty good. Nice umbrella. This is a popular place for all sorts of stuff. Now, one of the downsides of staying close to here is you'll hear all kinds of noise all throughout the night. But over here, they have the proper entrance, and here is Mary Poppins. But you can say hello. Hello. Yeah. So there's Mary Poppins right at the beginning. Very cool. And then we walk back into the park and come down to the kids there were throwing shakas at me and giving me the thumbs up, and I was like, I'm pointing up there. But I was like, but you can say hello. Now there's 2 more statues before we come to the middle guy here. You know what? Maybe we'll start over here. So this is Willie Shakes himself, William Shakespeare. And the sign says up here that this was purchased and laid out and decorated as a garden in 1874. And it was basically to the Metropolitan Board of Works to be preserved forever for the free use and enjoyment of the public, which is great. Now you notice there's a little bit of water here. Periodically there's a bit of a fountain show. And I'm not quite sure what the schedule is for it, but it is kind of fun to watch. I like it. And if you can't read the quote that he has up there on his little scroll, he says, "There is no darkness but ignorance." He's spot on with that one. So we'll see if we can get the actual water show here so you can see this. But off to the right here is probably my personal favorite of all of the statues that are here in the park. And that happens to be right here. It's the little tramp. So this is of course Charlie Chaplin. And you can see he's got quite a small stature. He's got a nice bowler, and then I love how his bamboo cane is kind of bent, but it's a really good description. And you can see he's holding a little rose, a little flower. Man, Charlie Chaplin, what a pioneer. Oh, here we go. Oh. Okay. I guess that's a thing to do here. I don't know if it's intentional, but the way that the water is kind of falling back on itself, it emulates applause from like a crowd. So it's like, you know, applauding for a show. Clearly it's something fun for the kids to come and do. And it's a warm one today, so I don't blame people who are taking this opportunity to get wet. Is it potable water? Meaning, can you drink it or should you be in it? One cannot say. But I will say one thing it is, it's definitely very cool temperature-wise. Now it is perfectly allowed to just come out here and lay down a blanket, have a little picnic here in the park. It's just a really nice place. It's quite shady. When there's big games or there's concerts and things like that, sometimes they will set up a screen here and you'll see the park will be absolutely packed with people. So if you make your way to London, definitely stop by Leicester Square. All right, everybody, I hope you have enjoyed our little walkthrough of Leicester Square here in London. Make sure that you come by here. It's a nice little place to hang out, and you can have a picnic lunch here. You can catch a movie. You can walk through the Lego and M&M shops. You can just see all kinds of fun stuff here. Definitely a touristy place, but often frequented by locals, whether it's for films, film premieres, or for just hanging out and enjoying a nice summer day. Hope you enjoyed it. Remember, the credits may roll, but the adventure never ends, and we will see you in the next video.